Okay, so here we go. This is the in-app balance sensor and free app from HeartMath. Now I have a bit of a tech problem here. I can't actually attach the sensor and record at the same time, so I'm only showing you the app as it stands, but I'll give you an idea. So I talked about 4 views. So here are the 4 views. So when you plug in the sensor, you basically get plugged into a green, blue or red, and then you can see here in the colours start to kind of pulse and glow. You also get the audio sound as well, which is really helpful. So I've just preferred, this is the default screen for mine, to stay on this as it goes round. You get the colours mapping around the circle. You got this one as well, which kind of pulses up and down, which is fine. I think people use it to actually regulate the kind of breathing, which is okay for them, but not for me. This one's a nice picture, isn't it? But it really doesn't add too much. Or you can watch your stats coming in over time. So that's the way it kind of works really in terms of what you're looking at. If you want to review what you've already done, and this is the main part to it, so if I look at what I've been doing on different days, so if I look at, I think this was yesterday, this is the main scorecard that you want to look at. So at the moment I'm on level 1 of what I looked at, which was quite easy to look at, quite straightforward. And then I've just basically got my colours. It's so simple. You've got your red, your blue and your green. So I was in low coherence yesterday for 13% of the time. You can see I was on for about 5 minutes. Medium at 27% and high for 60%. My average coherence is 1.2, and I got some achievement points which won't really mean a huge amount to me, but on the right hand of 72. And then you can just see the coherence over time, which is quite helpful. You can see any kind of dips into the red zone just before a minute there, and just around just after 2 minutes you can see where the kind of spread was. So it's pretty intuitive what you can look at. You've got a bit more data at the bottom. The main thing really for me is using this app is that when it's pulsing away, you can hear the tone and see it, if you can look at it as well, the 3 different colours, and you can just start to sense what's going on for you physically and mentally when you're in those states. So when you can feel it is going, getting into a good place when you're breathing and your heart is kind of settling down, it works really nicely, and just really strong anchor for that feeling. And you're onto a good thing. So if you meditate without this, you could think, oh yeah, I did a really great session, but how do you know? This really tells you there's no getting out of this. And sometimes I've used it, and I remember using it once for about 10 minutes, and I could not get out of red. I just could not. I've tried everything I possibly could. Well, that was okay, because that just said to me, well, today is just, or right now, really, in terms of measuring your state, you're not in great shape. So you might not want to do anything particularly complex. You might want to slow down if you're driving the car. You might not want to go for a run, or equally do something that might kick you into a better state. But it's a really nice way to measure your state of being.